Disclaimer, this video is about 7 minutes longer than it usually would have been because of a very poor decision that was made by some freaking bastards. Watch to the end of the vlog to hear my thoughts on the matter. G'day and welcome back to your boy Sports Cube. It's been 2 weeks, I know, I'm so sorry, it's been 2 weeks, but it's been 2 weeks too long since our last Matchday vlog. I was supposed to go to the basketball last week, but unfortunately, time's caught up with me. And I came down with the virus of all viruses, the famous one that's going around. I can't talk about it too much on YouTube in case I get flagged for misinformation because they have advanced ways of detecting that now. But anyway, nevertheless, never fear, because we're back with another Matchday Experience vlog. I'm in actually one of the best, most underrated parts of Sydney. I'm currently in St Leonards, North Sydney, and I've got a magnificent view here over the whole harbour city, and it makes me all the more so proud to be going to a Sydney FC match today. We've got my boys Sydney FC against Melbourne City, but first you might ask why I'm wearing a Sixers cap. Well, stay tuned to find out. Okay, so as we trek through a very muddy, extraordinarily muddy terrain, I'm wearing my red shoes. That was apparently a mistake. But as we adventure through the vast wilderness of North Sydney, I'm not used to this area, I live out west. I'm one of those people. But anyway, as we venture through the vast expanses of my favourite city in the world, we're actually going to the Sydney Sixers Members Day. It's happening today in about actually 10 minutes, so I'm a little bit early, but that's good. It's never bad being early. But yeah, we've got the t-shirt, we've got the pen, we've got the signature ready to go. It's all in the back. I'm not going to whip it out now, but you'll see very shortly.
They all know their roles, they all know how to chip in and win games, and I think that's sort of shown in the last 3 to 4 years, but doesn't mean we've won anything yet this year.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that in the industry is what we call a hoot and a half. That was so enjoyable. Look at this. Look at this, look at the result. Look at, I'm not doing a very good job of showcasing this, but look at that. We've got all the signatures, or most of the signatures actually, from our 2021 BBL winning team. We missed James Vince. He was on the poster, but he didn't show up. But what can you do? He's probably back in England having a few beers. But honestly, that was great. I got to meet Haydos, Socky, everyone. Socky was actually so genuine. He was the highlight of my day. I went up to him, I started talking. He was just so enthusiastic. He was engaging with all the fans with so much energy. He is the most down-to-earth bloke you could ever imagine. He's so kind, he's so genuine, he's a legend. Love you, Socky, I absolutely fucking love you. Please stay on as long as you can. Honestly, you're amazing. Got to meet my man Benny Dwarshus, and I said, mate, I take after you in the mustache department. And he said, yeah, no, it's not bad. He said, do you have a bit of a trill going over the lips? And I said, yeah, I do. It's a high maintenance one. It's a good line and length, and he approved of the mustache. And if Ben Dwarshus approves of the mustache, Mr. Freddie Mercury himself, then, you know, what can I say? I've made it in life. I'm happy. I'm content. I'm at peace. I can keep the mustache now forever. Anyway, it was lovely to meet all of them. Chucked in a couple of cheeky Supercoach sledges there because I love Supercoach. If you want to verse me, I'll probably link my team or whatever name. You can search me for the rankings. I'm probably not going to do that well, actually, but I love me a Supercoach. But anyway, that is our morning/afternoon sorted. I'm so happy with that. I'm going to have to get a frame now for that. I can no longer wear that now. I can't wear it. It's like, I'm going to wear it to the first game of the season probably, but I need to treat it with better care than the Sydney FC jersey that I have that has signatures. One of the comments actually on my channel was reminding me of how much I shouldn't use my jersey. And you're right, you're absolutely right. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just too obsessed with that jersey really to just let it go and put it up on a frame in a wall, even though it would look so much better there. It's actually magnificent. I'm sitting here, I'm just admiring the view. That is a goated view. That is a picture and a half. There's your Saturday, Arvo. And what to now? It's just turned 2:20 o'clock in the afternoon. We've got about 5 hours until game day. I say let's go into the city. Let's go around and do something. And let's enjoy this sunshine, because I've just spent the past 2 weeks in isolation, and it's my first day out. It's my first day back in the free world, and I've got the window up and I'm suffocating. Oh, that's so much better. So we've parked at our favourite spot in Kensington. I'm not going to tell you exactly where it is, but it's a very nice recommendation. Shout out Sam Fernandez, who you've seen on my channel before. He gave me the recommendation. He knows some stuff about Sydney that you don't. But yeah, I think we're going to venture into the city. I'm just going to wait on a tram. I've got so much time. I'm not used to having this much time. Fucking oath, I ordered from about like a kilometre down that way, but the seats are hard to come by, to say the least. I'm going to enjoy some bevies at the most beautiful scene in the world. Just reference the pub is all the way down there where the umbrellas are, and yeah, we're over here. So that's a solid distance. That's the Brookvale Union ginger beer finished, which is fucking amazing, by the way. It's such an underrated drink. Now the Bulmers cider. Yeah, no, the Bulmers didn't slap as hard. Just gonna leave those there and get going, I reckon. Yeah, I would have had more than 2 drinks, but unfortunately I just didn't have the time for that. But can I just say, can we just appreciate how much I just look like a tourist? I've got this camera that's touristly strapped around me in a very tourist manner. I'm talking into a phone with a video that looks like I'm talking with someone back home from my home country. I've got the mustache to go with it, and I've got the harbour bridge in the background. I look like a freaking tourist. Yo no hablo inglés, yo no sé qué está pasando. Yeah, I'm not from here. Hallelujah. 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 I'm sorry, I would give you money, but unfortunately I don't have any cash. I haven't had cash for like 3 years now in my wallet. I've just got a card. I appreciate you putting a smile on people's faces. Well done. Real chat though, I will be saying hallelujah if we do get the Chockies against Melbourne City tonight. I'm not thinking we will. I think it's going to be a draw. I think it's going to be 1-1. Oh, I've just missed my ride. Feck. Right, I think it's time for a little bit of pre-match time as I make the very long way around here. I'm going through the oval, as you can see, en route to there. I'm actually busting to go to the toilet, but anyway. Pre-match. It's windy. I'm rocking my favourite at the moment, Sydney FC Sunset hat. I still haven't copped the jersey, but I really want to. I think it's going to be 1-1. I don't think it's going to be 2-2. Like, Sydney FC has had a lot of goals in most of their games, but against the Derby, it was a scrap that we didn't win. I think it's going to be 1-1. I think the lineups have just come out. It's a full strength Melbourne City lineup. It's a mostly strength Sydney FC lineup. Fondra's on the bench. Roddy! I'm excited about Rodwell. Rodwell's starting his first game, which means that we could be in for a bit of a defensive performance, especially if we play like we did against Celtic. That was magnificent. That was like our best performance of the season, and it wasn't even in an A-League game. So I think it's going to be 1-1. We'll scrap a draw. We'll scrap it. It's not going to be convincing, but we'll get a draw. If we play anywhere like we did against Celtic, we should get a result. And a cheeky Nuno race, own goal anytime. You know, we could even be in for a win. Who knows? But yeah, I'm going to stick with 1-1. The Melbourne City supporters have showed up with their classy, original fuck off Sydney FC chant. Oh, mate, if I've ever heard it, I'm surprised they even have fans, to be honest. But yeah, it's going to be 1-1. I reckon Melbourne City will score in the first half, but we'll look a bit edgy, and in the second half we'll produce a response, and we'll do some Sydney FC things, like typical Sydney FC. But yeah, 1-1's my match prediction. Let's get in the stadium. And let's first find a toilet. My throat's also still recovering from COVID, so I'm not as loud as I usually am. And also from the other night when I was doing far too many Yoda impressions with my mate Kieran. That was ridiculous. I shouldn't have done that because I probably did some vocal damage. But because I know you guys will be asking about it, I'm just going to try one anyway. So it's like, so the score will be 1-1, will it, you say? Yeah, no, I can't really do too many of those at the moment. Oh, hello. Well, that was an unexpected bonus, but I'll take it. I'm not complaining. I can breathe again. I've gone to the toilets, but also I didn't realize there was a women's match at 5 p.m. I would have come to it if I knew, because I had so much time, but I feel so bad now, but that's gonna have to wait till another time. Yeah, it's good to be back. This one's gonna be big. This one's gonna be big. Wow. Oh, Bergie to twat. Oh. Yeah, good finish. And the follow-up, and the follow-up. Go on. Oh. Well done, lads. Well, let's go, lads! Oh, what a turn! Just casually hitting the post early days. Very good start. Come on, Bergie. Back stick. Oh, my word. Come on, ref. Where's the cheese at? There we go. That's in the industry what we call the cheese. Drop it, Lolly. So this man on. Hit that. Oh. It's a handball. It's not deliberate. It's not intentional. It looks bad on the replay. Come on, Yellow Wiggle. Come on. You've got this in you. You've done it before. Do it again. I thought he saved that. The whole stadium thought he saved it. Oh, I was at the peak. I was riding a wave, and then suddenly everything just evaporated, and then we just plummeted to the ground. Oh, well, we're down 1-0, just like I said in the first half. We've been playing better than them. It's up to us to actually respond on the scoreboard. Let's go, Sydney. Come on, lads. The response can be quicker than I thought. Was so much quicker than I thought. 30 seconds. 30 seconds, lads. Come on. I'm back on that wave again. Woo! I'll tell you what, football's a funny game. Football is a funny game. Come on. Oh. Oh, fine save, Redders. Fine stop indeed. Hit that. Oh. Second effort. Someone will explain to me how we're not leading. How? It's right in front. Just tap it in. Half time, and we haven't played too badly actually. I dare say we've been the better team. We've definitely created the more clear-cut chances. We've created more chances overall, and we should have been in front right at the end of half time. Patrick Wood missed from point-blank range, but it's promising signs. I think we can go on and win this game. Rodwell's just been subbed off for Gerd, so I don't know how that's going to go. I guess he's not fully up to fitness yet. We can't expect that of him, but it's good to see him. It's good to see him out there. We don't look too shaky at the back, which is really good. But on to the second half. Also Sydney FC. Come on, we're in this a bit. Alfie's just been subbed on, so I'm expecting some sausage rolls. I'm hungry, I'm starving, Alfie. Go on, feed us. Oh, unlucky Bertie. Oh, go on, finish that! Yeah! Yeah! I said I was hungry, we were starving, and he fed us instantly. Sausage rolls for days. Come on, Alfie. Yes. If you love Sydney, stand up. If you love Sydney, stand up. Oh. They just said +3 minutes, lads. Time to shut up shop. Time to close those shutters. Oh no. They were that close. I don't believe that. I'm watching the replay. They were that close. Ole, ole, ole! That's a red card. How the fuck is that not a red? That's a deliberate handball. If he can do that, Redders can just grab the ball and walk it into them, grab it with his hands and fucking take it into the goal. What the fuck? How do you get away with that? Our first win in the A-League back at the new Allianz. Oh, it took us a lot longer than it should have, but what a performance. Wait for it. Sydney Football Club. The 1 month break did us well. Oh, hey. We won. We finally won a game. I'm so happy. I was here for the birth. I was here for our inaugural A-League win since the A-League, since New Allianz reopened. Our last one was against a Melbourne team back in 2018, and our first one since the rebuild has also been against the Melbourne team. I'm just glad. Part of me thought I wouldn't see it this year because of how we were playing. I'm just going to relax now. My voice is gone. Oof. Nothing really matters. Apparently the Socceroos are hosting a signing session. As if I haven't done enough of those today. I've had photos, I've had signatures, I've had everything. I didn't know about that. I would have bought my Socceroos scarf. Okay, just for the record, I'm standing at the end of the line. You have to stand there to line up all the way to the middle to get your things signed. Unfortunately, that is a hard pass. I just want to go home at the moment. I'm not going to stay around another 40 minutes to try and get things that I can't even get signed. And it's just for photos with 5 of the boys. Yeah, I've already got some photos with them in the past. It'll do. Mate, it wouldn't be a Matchday Experience vlog unless I run into this guy somehow. I always run into him. But look, he's dressed for the occasion. He's the reason we won today.
Got the third kit, make it the home kit because we fucking won in it.
It's a good luck charm. There we go.
Hey, what a go. The Cove atmosphere.
That was insane.
I was right in the
great.
centre of it. It was one of the best atmospheres I've ever been in.
I was in Cove.
It was better than the Derby.
Yeah, no, it looked
better than the Derby, better than the Big Blue. And it was the perfect game to get everyone who saw the Socceroos atmospheres and they were like, let's give it a go. It's a perfect game to get them involved. If you came to that game and you didn't love the atmosphere, I question your sanity.
No, then you don't love football if you don't love that.
You don't even need to love football if you don't love that.
Mandatory post-Macca's feeds after the match.
I got 4 beers at halftime and they were all fucking down by the 50th minute.
We've dropped him off now. What a match. What a match. I can't believe we won.
First one at home.
What a win.
Melbourne aren't shit without Kisnorbo.
Against the pretend champions, the ones that lost to Western. I don't know how they did that.
I actually hate the fact that Western United won.
It's dirty.
It's stupid. I would have preferred City to win it because I'm not a fan of Western United as a club. I'm not a fan of MacArthur for no other reason than there were better expansion bids. I think Hobart should have had a team. Wollongong or Canberra should have gotten a team as well. Because why put 2 teams in markets which are already filled?
Well, I was like, they just crapped on the Wanderers because the Wanderers haven't won the A-League in how many years?
That made it a bit sweeter.
3 grand finals.
3 grand finals.
And Western did it in 2 years.
I think we just need to shore up the defence, not have no silly penalties given by the likes of Bratton deciding to play volleyball.
Well, today was the closest I've seen to our vintage era when we just went on that unstoppable run because we only conceded via some stupid
Bratton tried to play volleyball.
But there's your benchmark. The benchmark's there. That's the game. This is the benchmark from that game.
And let's consider the fact we've got Yazbek and Mac to come into that team. Alfie to start again.
The 1 month break definitely did us well.
I think it did. It affected Melbourne City more than any other team. They lost 3 players to the World Cup, 2 who played every game. Oh no, J-Mac didn't play against France. J-Mac played every other game though. Lecky played just about every minute. Tilio didn't get on the field. But it's looking like Sydney FC are on the up.
Yeah, very keen. I'm going next week. Stay tuned for next week's vlog. We're going Hawaii away days.
Are you doing train up there?
I don't know yet. I'm undecided.
I'll get the train so you can drink.
That depended on whether you're actually coming.
I can't. I've got work.
But
I can't get there in time.
Anyway, see you later, Paul. It's good seeing you again.
See you, man.
Force of Sydney FC. We did it. We finally did
won
it.
A game at home.
I love you, boys, Sydney FC.
We're going to win every other game this season.
A-League's coming home. Come on.
Good on, mate.
Force of Sydney FC. See you later, mate. And of course, it wouldn't be a Matchday Experience vlog without coming into certain Ibs' workplace. AB!
Pretty good game. Pretty good game. Happy Lecky, bro. Absolutely destroyed Schmeichel. What a goal.
Ooh. So it is the day after the next day that the game happened. And I'm sorry, this vlog is 2 days late being released because on Sunday I had a very, very, very eventful staff Christmas party, and on the day after I just couldn't move. I just had no energy at all, and I spent it editing and just chilling and everything. So it's the Tuesday, and actually it's timely because there's some news that's come out that a few people have asked me to share an opinion about because I do A-League related vlogs and it's A-League related news. So, if you haven't heard by now, the APL has signed a 3-year plus extension deal with Destination New South Wales for the rights to host the 2023 A-League Men's and A-League Women's Grand Final for at least 3 years to come. Let me just start. Let me just start by saying, what did you possibly expect the reaction was going to be? Oh, was it all going to be, oh, yay, Sydney, yeah, force us, Sydney. No. Firstly, I'm a Sydney FC supporter, and I could not agree less with this decision. I also found out that Melbourne didn't have a say in this, apparently. Not that it would have been for a city getting to host the grand final repeatedly. No, that's just not... The unique thing about the A-League is we don't know where the grand final is going to be. We don't know where it's going to be in advance. The grand final's been in Perth, it's been in Adelaide, it's been in Sydney, it's been in Melbourne, it's been in Brisbane, and it's been up the Central Coast as well. And that's the beauty of it. You don't know. Like, your team actually gets rewarded for finishing first or second or wherever they may be on the ladder. They get rewarded in a just manner. That's good about the A-League. Your teams like your Perth or your Jets or even the Knicks, no one's ruled out the Knicks yet. They could have a standout year. They could finish first. They could finish first and win their finals and have a home final in their venue to celebrate that occasion with. Yeah, they might not always win like we saw in 2018, although that was its own other discussion topic. The Jets got to relish their year because unfortunately Sydney FC weren't good enough that year to beat Melbourne Victory in the semi-final to host the grand final. Perth, the year after, did an amazing job. They had an amazing season. They hosted the grand final. It's their right. No one should take that away from them. Not Destination New South Wales, not Visit Melbourne or something. No one should have a say in that. And I heard that there's some walkouts happening, particularly in the Melbourne derby in the 20th minute. I'm all for that. You know, I will be going to the Central Coast Mariners v Sydney FC game today. And if there's a walkout that happens, I will be very disappointed because I would have travelled all the way there and it's our traditional Hawaii away day that happens once a year. But if it happens, I will stick by them. I'm not going to shame anyone who wants to walk out. I personally won't walk out because I'm there to deliver a matchday vlog for everyone here. Also, I'm there just to enjoy an away day and relish in the tradition that we've developed of taking Hawaiian shirts up there, pool noodles, and just having a blast. So I'm not going to be leaving because I don't want to limit my matchday experience to 20 minutes, but I fully support and I stick by anyone who does want to leave to voice their opinion because it's not right. And I get it, the A-League struggles in comparison to cricket, AFL and NRL in terms of financial backing and everything. There are plenty of ways to do it. I don't think this is the right way to do it. I don't think a cash injection of this nature is how we compete with those brands. I'm very, very disappointed by what's happening because the A-League is still reeling from what happened in 2015 with the whole hooligan scenario. I think that really set the A-League back 10 or so years, and I still fully believe the A-League might not ever recover from that. We're probably like 70% back from that. And it's literally the last thing the A-League needed, and its supporter base and everything to do with the A-League needed. The last thing it needed for was this to happen. Because those people who were like, maybe I should give A-League another go, they're going to be driven away from this. They're going to think, oh, it's just another money league. I mean, yes, it's a business. Everything is a business, but there's plenty of different ways to go about it than this. I'm extraordinarily disappointed, as are so many others. The A-League takes one step forward, 3 steps backwards. It's something that's just been happening over and over again for so many different reasons. It hurts me to see. But yeah, I just thought I'd share that. I can delve into it a bit further if you want. I can do a lot of research behind this. I can actually make an entire vlog episode dedicated to this if you want. If that's something you want to hear, because I do have a lot more to talk about this actually. I'm just trying to compress it because it's the conclusion to my Sydney FC v Melbourne City matchday vlog, and I didn't really want to occupy it that much with this opinion, but I thought it's so important I definitely need to share something about it. But anyway, to end this on a lighter note, I've been your boy Sports Kib. I've really enjoyed getting back out there after having 2 weeks of not being able to legally leave the house. And I thoroughly enjoy bringing you the Sydney FC v Melbourne City matchday vlog with a splash of cricket and Sydney Sixers action. It's something you can look forward to. Make sure you like, comment and subscribe if you enjoy what we do. We've got plenty of action coming for you this way in December. I keep saying it, but I'll say it again. We've got vlogs next week. We're going to Hawaii, Central Coast. We're doing the mandatory Hawaii away days. We're going to the cricket. After that, we've got a Christmas Eve special episode coming up, Sydney FC v Macarthur. And then, dare I say it, we have a sneaky trip in store coming up on Boxing Day. For those of you who know sport, you know there's a big tradition that happens on Boxing Day, and we may or may not just be at that one. But anyway, stay tuned till then. Have a Merry Christmas, everyone, or Merry lead up to the Christmas, because we're going to have a few vlogs in between then. I have been your boy Sports Kib. It's been an absolute pleasure, and stay tuned later this week. Peace. Also, Forza Sydney FC. We won a match at the New Allianz. We won a freaking match. Get around it. Against the champions to be, the champions elect last season. We won a match. And Forza Sydney FC, if we can keep that up, we might just do something this season after all. Only time will tell. See you Saturday. Get keen.